Planning a trip to Thailand this April? Well, you're in for a treat. Songkran offers the perfect backdrop for an unforgettable summer holiday or even a quick weekend escape. And here's the kicker. The festivities vary wildly from one city to another. Whether you're after the beating rhythm of modern festivals or the peaceful charm of traditional celebrations, Thailand's got you covered. So, don't forget to pack your water arsenal because you'll need it. That's right. At this time of the year, the streets will be alive with music, laughter, and the spirit of the Thai New Year. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of Songkran. Celebrated to ring in the Thai New Year, this festival officially kicks off on April 13th and goes full throttle until the 15th, with some places like Pattaya partying even beyond that. Major hotspots like Bangkok, Phuket, Chiang Mai, and of course Pattaya are where the magic happens. The streets of Thailand buzz with energy as everyone from the local Thais to international visitors gear up with water guns, buckets, and hoses. We're talking about Songkran in Pattaya, folks, where the entire city turns into a thrilling urban water park. But what makes the Songkran Water Festival stand out? Well, aside from the unity it brings, symbolically speaking, splashing water is all about cleansing the past and readying everyone for a fresh start. Now, let's talk Pattaya. This city takes the Songkran Festival to another level with a week-long extravaganza, climaxing on April 19th with the Wan Lai Festival. It's more than just getting soaked, people. Expect to witness a lovely parade of cultural richness, beauty pageants, and even sand sculpture contests. Pattaya during Songkran is a lively, party-packed playground that you simply can't miss. Let's dig into the top 5 spots in Pattaya where Songkran celebrations hit their peak. First up, we have the epicenter of all the action, Walking Street and Beach Road. This is where the heart of Pattaya's nightlife beats the loudest, transforming into an energetic, chaotic celebration hub. Streets are often packed with people, all armed with water guns, surrounded by the neon lights of bars, nightclubs, and, yes, even go-go bars. The energy here is electric, unmatched, and dripping wet in a festive spirit that's uniquely Thai. For those who fancy a mix of sun, sea, and Songkran, Pattaya's beach clubs are your go-to. Now, these aren't just any beach clubs. We're talking about some of the finest in Thailand, offering everything from calm, family-friendly atmospheres to booming and ear-splitting dance floors. Take the party to the next level at Alexa Beach Club, for instance, known for its spectacular Songkran pool parties and absorbing fire shows that light up the night. Craving a more tranquil celebration? Consider booking a pool villa. You'll have your private oasis, where the Songkran celebration syncs perfectly with your vibes. You could be lounging in your pool, enjoying a barbecue cooked by a private chef, with tunes spun by your own DJ, making it a personal festival experience. For an extravagant twist, think about a private yacht party. You'll find yourself celebrating the Thai New Year in the sapphire waters, island hopping around Pattaya with a select crew, and, if you wish, gorgeous party models to elevate the experience. This exclusivity and celebration merged into one unforgettable maritime adventure. Last but definitely not least, Pattaya's luxurious resorts offer a calm retreat with a festive twist. After days of wild partying, these resorts are havens of comfort, offering special Songkran events, indulgent spa treatments, and gourmet dining. They provide the perfect balance, allowing you to dip in and out of the Songkran frenzy as you please, whether it's hitting the streets or cruising on a yacht. However, be warned that traveling back to Pattaya during Songkran might be a challenge. Many find that a single day engaged in Pattaya's lively celebrations is plenty, citing the event's exuberant nature. Indeed, during Songkran, Pattaya mutates into a super-busy hub of joy and water warfare, with every street and alley pouring with people joyously soaking each other. For the less enthusiastic about getting soaked, the choices are simple. Bunker down indoors or leave the city. Now, if the idea of escaping Pattaya tickles your fancy, gear up for the electric atmosphere of Bangkok. The Thai capital city is a treasure trove of Songkran festivities, blending the old with the new. Here, you can engage in traditional activities like making temple offerings, competing in sand pagoda contests, admiring floral floats, or even watching boat races. Yet the heart of Bangkok's Songkran lies in its epic water battles. The city's main thoroughfares become arenas where locals and tourists alike carry water guns, buckets, and hoses in friendly combat, just like in Pattaya. Beyond the aquatic excitement, Bangkok offers a feast for the senses with live shows, beauty contests, and gastronomic delights. However, a common misconception is that Songkran in Bangkok can be dull. On the contrary, while certain areas like Khao San Road and nightlife spots might seem overwhelming, the festival offers a safe and fun experience for everyone looking to dive into the cultural spectacle of Thailand's most celebrated holiday. Or actually, this city takes the festival to the extreme thanks to its huge population. But before you dive into the festivities, there's something you should know. Post-Songkran, many tourists report stomach issues. Why? Because a lot of the water used comes from unfiltered sources, and during the scorching heat of April, this can lead to some not-so-fun times. And it's not just about the tummy troubles. The intense heat, combined with the shock of ice-cold water, has led to what's jokingly called the April epidemic of colds and flu. It's all fun and games until the temperature roller coaster gets your health on the ride too. Also, driving in Bangkok during Songkran is a whole different ballgame. Thailand's roads are notorious at the best of times, and during Songkran the mix of festivities and roadways can get tricky. You're more likely to see folks on motorbikes getting drenched by enthusiastic water throwers. It's common to see riders wiping their eyes while passing through the chaos. Sure, it's a spectacle, but not the safest one. Don't get me wrong, Songkran is a massive street party where everyone, locals and visitors alike, share in the fun and show deep respect for each other. It's an incredible experience, truly one of a kind. However, it's important to stay mindful of safety. To give you a clearer picture, let's talk numbers. Last year, from April 11 to 17, there were over 3,000 road accidents in Thailand, leading to hundreds of fatalities and injuries. And it wasn't an isolated spike. The previous year saw similar figures during the same period. The culprits? Often drunk driving, speeding, and risky moves like sudden lane changes. Here's a jaw-dropper. Motorcycles and pickup trucks are involved in about 90% of these accidents during Songkran. So while the festival is an epic experience, it's super important to handle it wisely. Whether you're behind the wheel or in the street party, keeping safety in mind ensures that Songkran remains a joyous occasion for everyone involved. Switching gears back to Pattaya, let's talk a bit about the do's and don'ts to help you manage the Songkran Splash Fest like a pro. If you're thinking of dodging the Drench Fest, here's a tip. Safeguard your gadgets and essentials in Ziploc bags because, let's face it, staying completely dry is a tall order. If you prefer a more laid-back day, consider luxuriating in a 5-star resort, hitting the golf course, exploring temples, or indulging in some retail therapy. As sunset settles, the city transforms, offering a perfect ambiance for a delightful dinner and a peaceful stroll, since the water frenzy calms by night. A notable point is that many locals and expats smoothly avoid the splash zones without a hitch. Curious about getting around dry? Tuk-tuk drivers are your go-to heroes, expertly steering through dry routes across the city. And once again, since the water frenzy doesn't involve bottled water and is typically sourced from faucets, hoses, or pre-filled barrels, here's a word of caution. Occasionally, the water might not be pristine. There have been instances of less pleasant actions from balconies, so it's wise to keep your mouth shut and face averted to avoid unwanted surprises. Personally, I find tranquility in the early mornings or the deep night, steering clear of the peak splash hours in the afternoon and early evening. Remember, indoor spaces like stores, hotel lobbies, and malls are a God-sent sanctuary from the aquatic uproar. But if you're hitting the open-air beer bars, expect a bit of a splash. Once again, it's important to protect your electronics and valuables. Encasing them in plastic bags is a smart move. And a piece of advice on clothing. Leave the high-end fashion at home and go for clothes that can withstand a water and flour assault, especially since driving can turn into a messy nightmare with water cannon-armed pickups roaming the streets. And as we conclude our exploration of Thailand's spirited Songkran festival and its dynamic nightlife, remember this is just a glimpse of the thrilling experiences waiting for you. Equipped with essential tips and a spirit of adventure, you'll be ready to dip yourself in the celebrations and create lasting memories. If you've been fascinated by the festive feeling and the beating nightlife shown in this episode, show your love by hitting that like button, subscribing to our channel, and activating notifications for the latest updates. We have an exciting lineup of content that will continue to guide, inspire, and entertain you with the wonders of Thailand. Tell us in the comments below, which part of Thailand is your go-to spot for Songkran each year and why? Don't just hear about it, live it, love it, and get soaked in the breathtaking spirit of Songkran.